I want to show you how to use the resource known as the Dictionary of National Biography. This is a dictionary of quote-unquote important people who lived in the UK and who are in a historical period. The requirement to be in the DNB is that you have to be dead. You can no longer be, you can't be living. They don't have anyone who's alive in the DNB. But it's a really important resource. It's a dictionary, a biographical dictionary, and it should always be your first stop anytime you're doing any research on a playwright, an actor, an actress, anyone of any historical significance in the period we're looking at. Just as with the Oxford English Dictionary, with the DNB, it's owned by VCU libraries, but you need to either be logged in to the VCU libraries page using your EID, or you need to use a computer on campus to have access to the resources. But again, VCU Libraries own these. Just log in with your EID, and you can't do it from anywhere. To get to that, go to the VCU Libraries homepage, go to Databases, click on D for Dictionary, and click on the Dictionary of National Biography. Now I want to do two different searches for you to show you what the possibilities are. As you can see, there are a lot of different search options, and if you're looking for someone pretty obscure that you think is in the DNB, you might want to use full text, which searches literally every listing in the DNB for whatever word or name you're looking for, place, date, occupation, etc. Let's start with someone we know is in there who you are already familiar with, which is William Wycherley, the playwright who wrote The Countrywide. When you put in Wycherley, it will capture anyone whose name is William Wycherley, or whose original name was William Wycherley. So let's go ahead and click on Wycherley, and you can see what an entry would look like. The sidebar on the left gives you a general outline of what that biographical description is going to look like. So if you want to read selectively, you have the option to do that. It will list any people who are significant and attached to the person that you've just looked up, so you can link to their DNB entry, and it will also give you a link to other relevant online resources, some of which we have access to, the National Portrait Gallery, for example, and some of whom we don't. If you go to the bottom of the page, if you scroll down, you can see it has listings of what the sources that have been used to create this entry, any archives that hold papers relevant to this person, and any images that are available of this person. It also shows you here at the bottom, and I think this is important, how you would reference this if you used it in a paper, or if you used it, for example, in an oral presentation. This is what your bibliographic entry should look like. That, I think, is pretty straightforward for someone like Wycherley. And again, let me recommend to you that you make the DNB your first stop, rather. While there's some great stuff on Wikipedia, to be sure, for something like this, in a specific historical period, the DNB is going to be your best opportunity. Now, let's say you're looking for someone who maybe isn't as well known as William Wycherley, or you found a reference to someone you don't know their full name. I want to show you how you might look up, for example, the actress Elizabeth Barry. Now, I know her first name's Elizabeth, but I'm going to pretend like I don't, just to show you how you can see what kinds of search results you might get and how you can sort those more dramatically. If I just put Barry in there as a last name, I get 46 hits. And I can have these, if you look again at your left tab here, I can have those ordered for me in alphabetical order, which would look like this. Birth date order, which is actually what I think is the most efficient way to research. If you know you're looking for someone within a specific period, if you do it in the order of their birth date, that's perhaps the easiest way to do that. You can search even further within those results by gender. I'll pretend like I'm doing that since I'm looking for Elizabeth Barry. I know she's a woman. And you can do it by the years in which they were active. You can also search by field. In this case, I know Elizabeth Berry is an actress, so I'm going to do theater and live entertainment, and suddenly this list of 46 people that I have is now only 2. And since, of course, I know I'm looking for Elizabeth Berry, actress and theatrical manager, that's who I would click on. One other feature of the DNB is that it often lists quote-unquote themes that are connected with people. So as you can see, you can also find interesting people, and this is less relevant for our course, of course, but maybe for some other courses that you're taking. If you're interested in knowing something about women writers of the 18th century, you could look up the Blue Stocking Circle, where it would give you a little description of the blue stocking. But so you would then click on Elizabeth Berry, your actress, and here is the entry. Again, as we indicated, it will show you it will give you links to other DNB entries that might be relevant. In this case, for example, Rochester. It will also give you a link on this left sidebar to other online resources that are relevant. The most relevant for our purposes is perhaps the National Portrait Gallery. And if that link is available to you on a DNB entry, if you click on it, it will take you to any images that are available of that person through the DNB, through the National Portrait Gallery. This is the National Portrait Gallery in the UK. And this is kind of a cool resource if you're looking for images of actors, actresses, and just like the DNB, it's searchable by category. But that is how you use the DNB. It's a really cool resource. It gives you a lot of opportunities, and because it is so interactive, you can really create a web of information related to someone that you're looking for. Just to show you one other feature, I just showed you how to go to the National Portrait Gallery to find images of a person. The same thing is true as if you click on a link for another individual within a dictionary entry here, for example, Rochester. You can see it'll take you to that person's DNB entry. And gives you, again, the individuals who are relevant to them, the full entry, and any themes that that individual might be related to here on the left-hand side. So, good luck searching. It's a really fun resource, and good luck.